I mean, if I had a ton of money, I'd be smacking phones with my. Actually, you know what? I would just do it. Like I'm fucking.
I imagine a lot
You'd
of
probably
stuff would get hit.
just do it the same way
do
Trump
that.
does. You'd probably just do it the same way Trump does, which is he fucks his assistant and then has his assistant type all of those emails. Every tweet, everything is done by like some assistant, even all the terrible capital lettering. That's what Donald Trump does. So that's what Jeffrey Epstein should have been. You know, maybe that's the answer, is that Jeffrey Epstein was having those 12-year-old girls send his emails.
Ouch.
I feel like a 12-year-old would probably do a lot better job typing. Like my son is my youngest son is much older than 12, and he's pretty coherent there. So the level of nonsense that came out of that dude's phone or his keyboard, whatever it was he was typing on, is just unreal. Like this, there's like random ass. It's like he was almost trying to speak in code, except he's literally just like smashing the keyboard. It makes no sense. And how do you not have any pride in what you type? Like if I make a typo when I'm typing in our admin chat, I'm like, oh fuck me, and I'm like editing it, and yeah, I'm a perfectionist with my typing, so I can't imagine if I had all that money, I would have good education and decent standards. I feel like.
Well, doesn't that come back to what we said earlier about failing upward? That's the thing that's most infuriating about being an adult, is that we were sold this lie that America is a meritocracy and that if you work really hard, then you're going to get to a place of a powerful position because of your hard work, because of your education, because of your dedication. But it turns out that it's a bunch of fucking morons who are running the government right now. And it's also a bunch of fucking morons on Epstein Island. And Jeffrey Epstein is actually a fucking moron. And that's the thing that's most infuriating about being an adult, is that you find out that a ton of people fell upward, including Jeffrey Epstein.
Sorry. Hey, how y'all doing? What's up? Good to see you again, Chelsea.
Yeah, nice to see you again. StreamYard's working this time.
Yeah, I see. So now that I know it was a sabotage against me personally is what it was.
Something is always wrong with your stream. At one point or another during the stream, you're gonna like cut out or freeze, and we'll just be like, what?
Even right now, things are starting to freeze. It wasn't freezing before. I just came in from showing, and I'm probably going to be leaving again. I'm showing the live from Lago.
Oh yeah, my friends are there.
Yes, our friends are there. We got a shout out from the Revolutionary Black Panther Party.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they were like,
"Oh, is Ali down there?"
Yeah, Dr. Ali is there. He's like the Sons of Liberty.
Awesome.
And we're not even there.
Like, yeah, motherfuckers. And I loved every minute of it. So I'm doing that live. Everything kind of cut out for a minute, so I'm guessing they're recharging batteries. They will be back, so I figured I'd jump in here and say what's up to my friend. I need my hat though. I just want to make sure.
Oh yes, I need to get your hat to you. Oh yeah, you sent me your address. I have it. Now I'm like wondering if I screenshotted it. If not, I'll just send you an email and I'll follow up with it, because let's talk about this. We were just talking about the Lago event. A person who's a friend of mine, he sent me a photo of some of my cult members down there at Lago. He's like, you're literally everywhere. And there's two women wearing my Deport Melania hat. First off, guys, my name is Chelsea Gods. I'm the founder of the International Deport Melania campaign, the fastest, hottest growing cult in the United States of America. How do you know that it's a great cult? We've got matching hats. All the best cults in 2026 have matching hats.
These are just facts. These are just facts, guys. When you're hearing these words, understand it's not opinion. This is fact.
Yeah, factual. This is the hottest growing, fastest growing cult in the United States of America. And it's even being represented at the Mar-a-Lago event today. And even my friend is from Colorado and he's in Florida for the event. And he's like, you're everywhere. I am everywhere this week because I did get rid of that bird-legged hoe as well.
Yeah, how does that feel?
Kate,
I played your song
so first
on
off,
repeat when we found out the news. I played the song on repeat, like live on the channel.
I feel like I memed us into a win. I do feel like the meme Kristi Noem is a bird-legged hoe became such a huge part of the cultural zeitgeist that it definitely played a role in delegitimizing her in the eyes of the Trump administration. And then obviously the hearing with the Senate and the congressional Democrats just was like the nail in the coffin for a person already on her death knell. But I do fully believe that I played some role in her getting fired. And a few of my friends definitely called me, like a few of my friends in the movement definitely called me and like, Chelsea, you do need to know you were absolutely part of this. And I'm like, this is like better than winning the Miss America pageant, because if you win that, then Donald Trump rapes you.
Oh, there you go. The other thing that could have helped was the king size bed that my man took a picture of and put it up on on the stage.
Oh, the Democrats knocked it out of the park. They knocked it out of the park.
You know what this is? She says, looks like a bedroom. He's like, on a plate. You don't know what that is?
I loved it. First, but leading up to that, the meme and making fun of Kristi Noem really did play a huge role in getting her to that point, right? Because she'd been in the position for a year. So all of America, this is a win for America. And everyone was calling her a bird-legged hoe. Everyone was calling her a bird-legged hoe. I went and I met Congresswoman Adelita Grijalva, and she knew me because of Kristi Noem as a bird-legged hoe. Like,
I love it.
That is, like, everyone knew about it. The Trump administration absolutely knew about it. And they don't like people looking foolish. They want people to look powerful. So when you make people look foolish and then they go in front of the Democrats and they look completely stupid, well, that's how you knew it was over. So now we've got to do that to everyone else. We've got to do it to all of the others.
I was just about to say, well, can you write something about Donald Trump? And I'm going to volunteer as tribute if you want some guest male vocals. I do a little bit of screaming on the side. Okay. So
okay.
And
my latest Trump song. You did.
I offered my beats too. So I mean, we can make this thing.
My latest Trump song. Oh, my latest Trump song is this. Okay. We were just talking about in the files. I wonder if I have the words written down in front of me. I write messages to myself on how I'm going to do these songs, but it was actually inspired by when I got off of the live stream with you, Doug, because
you had the beat. I actually showed you the beat, and you were putting the song on.
Yeah. But I was inspired by you, and what is it? Oh, Donald Trump fucks kids on Epstein Island. Donald Trump fucks kids on Epstein Island. America, you're in denial. Zuckerberg, he's in the files. Trump, it's a whole thing, but that's what it is. I totally came up. I'm gonna have to go review it, but it's like Donald Trump fucks kids on Epstein Island. Donald Trump fucks kids on Epstein Island. America, you're in denial. And then
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So I do. Yeah, thanks. I came up with that one. The other song that I came up with this week is Pete Hegseth, who I'm putting on the chopping block. That's you, Pete Hegseth. You are next on the chopping block for my songs. I've did 2 songs that have been successful so far. Number 1 was Greg Bovino, which was Greg Bovino is a little bitch. Greg Bovino is a little bitch. With his Nazi haircut and a micro dick, Greg Bovino is a little bitch. And he got fired a week after I wrote that song. So it's working. It's working. I write the songs and the songs are working. I write the memes and the memes are working. Oh, here's the Pete Hegseth one. Trump put a drunk in charge of the military. They put a drunk in charge of the military. When you put a drunk in charge of the military, they're gonna fuck up. They're gonna fuck up. Pete Hegseth is a fuck up. Pete Hegseth is a fuck up. We know that's what's up. Pete Hegseth is a fuck up. So I'm working on him now.
Modern day Edgar Allan Poe, my friend.
Thank you. I consider myself to be a Mark Twain, except for I don't rape 13-year-old little girls.
Right, so we can't use that. Poe is the only one I know who has a dark soul, but actually didn't do anything dark. That
thank God.
Or wasn't caught.
I don't know. I feel like Edgar Allan Poe got up to some shit.
Yeah, but he
it probably wasn't anything scandalous, unless it was scandalous in his era. But now we're just be like, who gives a shit if he stuck a screw up his butthole? I don't know. I mean, just. But I feel like Edgar Allan Poe, there's something in his soul that he probably was like, let me have some of this absinthe, and he probably held it in a glass like this with a little stem hanging down between it, and he probably had a little bit too much one night, and did something like drew pornography. I don't know. That's about as scandalous as it would get.
Somebody said he married his
saying though,
cousin.
I believe that. I totally believe that.
Dark there.
But yeah, so I do consider myself to be a wordsmith. Like, I do consider myself to be, I guess I kind of consider myself like Mark Twain, because it's like coming up with funny quips, which is like my specialty. It's like having funny quips. And the songs, I love the songs. I never started making music until I break into song just randomly in the middle of me speaking. And my friend was like, Chelsea, that's really funny. And I was like, is it? Is it funny? And then I started recording the songs or writing it down, because before that I just did it and it wasn't anything. And now I'm getting people fired. So it's working out.
I love it.
Yeah,
everyone's saying Stephen Miller. Yeah, everyone's saying Stephen Miller. I have a few Trump songs. I have a few Trump songs. I do have a few Trump songs. I have Donald Trump sucks dick. I also have Donald Trump is a tacky ass hoe.
I love it.
So those are the two Trump songs I have released so far. And then I will release Donald Trump fucks kids on Epstein Island. Donald Trump fucks kids on Epstein Island. America, you're in denial. I will release that one.
I love it.
But we came up with that together, Doug. That was us. That was our moment on camera where we're like trying to like do things. As soon as I got off the call with you, I was like, yeah, this is a song. This is one.
You added to it. It seemed like you only had that chorus part at first. Yeah. So you got more inspired.
We gotta get together and have like a weekend retreat at somebody's like mountain lodge recording studio or something, where we just kind of like, all right, we're gonna show up. We're gonna show up on like Thursday. You bring the cooler full of beer. You bring the cooler full of bratwurst, and I'll bring the grill. And then we just like jam out. Like I'll bring the instruments. Doug.
No, I do want to start working with real musicians. That's actually the goal, right? So obviously I've been using AI. That's not ideal, but it's like I'm not. Okay, this is not a money-making venture, right? This is not like I have endless funds. But if I could like get with some friends who are musicians and all of us get together and I could be doing songwriting with people, I would totally vibe with that. And I have a few musician friends now who are like, hey, I want to work with you. Or like Doug is like, I've got beats. I got beats to share with you. So I have goals of like getting to that point where we're actually making real music, where it's not AI produced. Like I'm getting to that point. Like it had to start somewhere. Right? Somebody asked if
I whole ass drum set. You got the beat. You are the beats.
I got beats and I am the beats. Yes, indeed.
Right. Yeah. Somebody just asked if I'm ever going to do a duet with Robbie. And we were supposed to actually do a duet at an event that we were at in Los Angeles, and it ended up being like way too busy that day for us to get together. He's doing an album. I wonder if he'll invite me. He usually lets me. Robbie is very kind to me, and he lets me ride his coattails. He's like, you can come along, Chelsea. And I'm like, thank you.
That's love.
You know what we need?
That's love.
I don't.
We need like, how in like the 80s they had Voices That Care, or the We Are the World, or what was the other one?
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. I've got it. And then I'll write the song for it. That's exactly right. We've got to do something like, we are the world. We are the children. I know exactly what you're saying.
We need like a liberal version of that. Like, we are the libs. And
yeah, it'd have to be funny.
Doug will have like a drum solo, and I'll just get out there and be like,
I do have a song though. I already have a song. Yeah. The world can be peaceful, but your leaders choose violence. They may shoot us in our faces, but the people won't be silent. The people, they will rise up in the street, in the street. The people, they will rise up in the street, in the street. There are so many of us and so few of you. They should be scared of what we can do. That's my song. But I could do that as like a bunch of us all singing it together. That one's more serious though.
I like it though.
I know, and it's the reason why I like that song. Yeah. Well, one of my things when I'm writing songs is that I make them easy for people to remember, because these are not songs like I went to a protest this week where they were doing a sing along, and the songs were too complicated. Like the choruses were too complicated, the words were too complicated. They even handed out words, and it was still too hard to sing. So when I write songs, you talked about this before, Doug, I'm not writing songs, I'm writing protest anthems. I'm writing protest chants. I'm writing things that are easily repeatable for crowds. I'm not writing like full-length songs. I'm writing crowd work songs. So that's sort of what that song is one that everybody can sing, which is like, the people, they will rise up in the street, in the street. The people, they will rise up in the street, in the street. Yeah,
Love
see,
it.
and then it has kind of like this nice sort of easy to remember, sing back sort of quality to it. That's what I try and do. That's why Kristi Noem got so popular. Everyone's like, is there more verses? No. And that's on purpose. Why is there not more verses? Because I need you to remember it.
And they're
Right.
super catchy. And that's why they stick with people.
Mm-hmm.
The entire point.
I don't know how
Yeah.
you're going to fit Fuck Ice into that song, though. It just,
I have a Fuck Ice song too.
Okay.
I mean,
So
we just got to
the
incorporate
way
it.
that you do it is she'll be out there singing, and I'll just like randomly walk by and be like, fuck, you know, like how you have like a hype man in a lot of rap groups. So you'll have a guy out there, he's like doing verses, and all of a sudden just random fucking guy comes out of nowhere and walks in a circle around him and then says like some off the wall shit into like a colander or something. And it's just like
I just had an idea.
random shit.
I want like a chorus of background singers in the background doing it.
No, I have the
gospel
idea.
choir.
Okay, are you ready? So do you know that Eminem song? There's an Eminem song that it has like a singer that's really famous in it. What is it called? I wish I could remember what it's called. It's Dido.
Yeah.
Dido is, yeah.
So that's what it is that you do the singing part, and then it goes into a break where there's a rap coming in. It's like, fuck guys, fuck Trump, fuck all the, you know what I mean? And then that's what you do. And then you do it like with the people, they will rise up in the street, in the street. So then we bring it more like that Eminem Dido sort of collab, where we have like this sing-songy part with a break where it becomes like a big, heavy kind of rap break, and then back into the sing-songy part, and then, you know, mixed with rap the whole song. I totally see it.
I like it. I like it. I'm ready for the studio. Oh, we got the studio right here. Whenever y'all ready, let's go.
Yeah, but like this is fun for me, because it's like I get to talk music with people who actually do music versus me talking music with myself in my head.
Yeah, together is always better with music. That's how I'm noticing.
I mean, no, that's real though, because it is a fact that the Beatles were much cooler than John Lennon or Paul McCartney's solo career, which obviously stand on their own, but were they better together? Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I'm being called back, people. Okay, so what I'll do is, if you guys are still on in a little bit, I'll join back, but I'm being called back to show some Owl Media footage of what happened in Mar-a-Lago. So wish me luck. I'll try to come back here in a little bit. It's awesome seeing you again and talking to you again, Chelsea. I'm glad I got
nice
to
see you again.
Say what's up.
Well, now we've got some music to be working on. We're like going to be thinking about this.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send you some beats too. The one that you used for that song, but also some more as well. As I think about what you sang here today, I'll see. I've got thousands, so I'm sure there's something in the.
Well, I have it produced via AI, but obviously I would love the idea of actually, I have real goals of real people. This stuff is like a work in progress.
So bump that. Like I said, I'm gonna send you a bunch of stuff, and you don't have to use that anymore. Then you'll have enough of that to choose from, and we'll see if we.
And send me your address again, just in case I've misplaced it, because that's very me coded to misplace things. I'm a very high functioning adult, but also low functioning at the same time.
I am. Just
I feel that.
There's no dash. Low functioning. That's it. So that happens to me all the time. All right, I will. I'll send that to you in private. No, hell no. I don't want Eljo to know my fucking address.
You think I couldn't find your address? Like seriously, me?
I think she could. She could find it.
I could find it.
Because you already got it.
I might. I might. You better be nice to me.
I try my hardest.
Looks like
You have to try to be nice to me.
I mean, I do
Whatever.
the best I can.
I make it hard. I know.
Love all of y'all. I'm out. And it's in the private. Hopefully, God, the private chat. Yes. That would
all
have
right.
been the
I love
fuck up
that.
of the year.
Which private chat though? We have like
Just read it off.
Just the one here.
2386.
Just the one here.
Fuck you, drive. All right.
yeah.
I see. I don't know. It's 4 people.
I'm
in the
texting
chat.
it to myself right now. I'm texting it to myself right now.
So you did get it good. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Peace out. I'll try to get back.
Oh, that
I'm like
private
seeing
chat.
your. I'm
Okay,
seeing what city you live in, and I'm sort of like shocked at the city you live in because I know it's like a joke about that art
Yeah.
on the mountain there.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
When he told me where he lived, I was like, I was like 30 minutes away from you, but until last year, what the fuck? And then the second thought I had
Like,
was
and now
like,
I'm not.
why there? Why
Yeah.
there?
Because
But I get it.
just,
Like it's
because I love, I love being in the midst of white supremacy and scaring everyone. That's why.
Oh, and then
I mean-
Eljo and Big Sarge, I'm gonna get your address too because everyone gets to be a member of the cult. This is the hottest, fastest growing cult in the United States of America. You're gonna want to get in on the ground floor. Pretty soon, these Deport Melania hats are gonna be taking over the entire country, and you're gonna feel like you aren't part of it, and you've got to be part of it. I'm a very charismatic cult leader. People love the hat. You're gonna find
My
out.
sister is going to be so jealous. So jealous.
She's gonna have to
I'm
be
out,
jealous.
guys. I'll see
She's
you
gonna have to buy her own. By the way, if you guys
I'm
want to
not really a
buy one of these
hat-wearing
cult
guy.
hats, then I won't send you one because they're like I would be paying for it. So, but I think
think
I'm
you
gonna
should
send
just
one
make
to
him wear
Eljo
it.
then.
I'll wear it.
You know
No,
what?
Like I have hats, but usually like unless this like my hair grows out, I'm like I just don't want to wear it because like I'll be randomly sitting on my couch busting out into a sweat. It'll be like 65 degrees in the house. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh God,
It's hot.
this is-
It's hot. Yeah, that's right. I actually wore this hat as my winter hat in Minnesota, and it actually worked very well. So I guess I could see you. I guess I could see why you wouldn't want to do that. Then it'd be like excess heat trapped right on your head. Who wants that? Nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Like,
I will send one
I have
to
like
you.
a beanie that I wear sometimes, and it's just like it's got to be like 5 degrees outside for me to put that thing on. Otherwise, I'll take it off and I'll be like, oh God. Ugh.
Well, then I'll send one to Eljo, which I think you're gonna love it. I love the Deport Melania hats. The funniest thing about it is everybody likes it. Nobody's like saying mean stuff to you while wearing this hat, and everyone's kind of like laughing when they see it.
Yeah.
I'm not
feel
even a
like-
hat person, but I am now.
Yeah.
I'll definitely wear it. I have to
Perfect.
keep
feel
this
like
under
probably-
control.
There are probably like MAGA people out there that see the hat and they go home and they're like, God, I wish you would have said something. I'd take the hat off of her. But in
That's
public,
why
it's
she
like-
does it. That's exactly why she does it. Like she trolls
Well-
them endlessly.
Oh, yeah, I'm a huge troll. I love making fun of them to their face. Nothing makes me happier than their sad boy
Mhm.
tears. I live on their sad boy tears. It nourishes and strengthens my soul every time they get sad.
Adam, is that you talking about me wearing Space Marine armor in Atlanta in the summer heat? Yeah, I went to Dragon Con a couple of times, well, more than a couple of times, and that was my cosplay was a Space Marine, and the armor was
Hot.
heavy.
Hot.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was in like I had this bodysuit on underneath it that was supposed to wick sweat away and keep me cool. It did not work. And then because I had on top of that, I had like there's foam lining on the inside with a little bit of felt or fur to keep it from chafing in the areas where it rubs against the skin, and then just the armor itself. And it's It's Dragon Con in downtown Atlanta, which is all like asphalt and big tall buildings. So
I've
the
been.
heat
I've
is
been.
there and it stays there. And it's just like, you know, like 90 degrees is cold. And then they're like, oh, let's march in the parade. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. How far is the parade? And they're like, oh, it's like a mile and a half. And I'm like, yeah.
Like a baked potato.
Yeah, I'd be like, I probably would drop like 5 to 10 pounds just from all the sweat, not to mention all the other things.
Oh man. Oh man. We need a DNA test for Melania's anchor baby. I'm down. I'm down. You know what though? He looks so stupid. He absolutely is Donald Trump's son. Like Barrett looks stupid.
The amount of times that he's been in the news lately, they get really good photos of people now. So like, you know, they're in like 8K resolution. So, and it's, you know, like you're fucking 5,000 megapixels and you're like, this picture is this huge on my monitor. I'm like, yeah, she fucked Trump. There's no way that's not his kid.
Well, she got paid to do it, so it makes sense.
There's some Epstein money there. I don't know.
Well, she was Jeffrey Epstein's girl for a year before becoming Donald Trump's girl. That's what we learned in those files.
How are these people not dead from VD? Like,
there's not a lot of VDs that kill you.
She's got a point. She's got a point.
Okay, but you know,
they used to, but now we have antibiotics.
I work in microbiology. Try me.
Untreated syphilis can still turn into neurosyphilis, and I feel like that's still fatal.
Tertiary.
I don't know if anybody's died from it since like Al Capone or whatever. So I'm just talking out of my ass, but I feel like, you know, I know there's like one killer that now doesn't even kill you anymore as long as you have a decent amount of money. I guess that explains it, is you have a decent amount of money. So like the mortality, like Magic Johnson is still alive. And it's been like 80 years now. So
Freddie Mercury.
Too soon. Too soon.
Like, I'm so bummed.
Somebody asked what my shirt said. What are you bummed about?
Oh, just he was saying Magic Johnson's still alive, and I said I was bummed out about Freddie Mercury passing from that.
Oh, from AIDS.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? The AIDS epidemic is actually crazy when we think about it. I was very young when that was happening. I was born in 85, so I wasn't really aware of it. But the sheer number of celebrities who passed away from AIDS is actually really crazy. And it's not even thinking about not just celebrities, but like regular people. It really decimated the gay community. In fact, so much so that there's not a lot of elderly gay men now because so many of them died in the 1980s and 90s. It's really, really crazy. The actor Rock Hudson, I don't know if you know Rock Hudson, but he was famous in the 50s. He died from AIDS in the 1980s as well. The father from the Brady Bunch, what was his name? He died from AIDS.
Oh yeah, Robert. I was just reading about him the other day for reasons.
Look at somebody in the chat said they lost 10 friends in the year 1987. And now these people live within the average lifespan of a person with HIV is within 7 years of a regular person. And before it was an ultimate death sentence. It's beyond crazy.
Yeah. When we get to Pride Month, I usually admin Elo usually handles that. She's got like a whole list of people that she talks about during Pride Month. But one of the people that I insist that we talk about is the cemetery angel, or the AIDS angel, Ruth. I can't remember her last name, but she was a nurse in Mississippi or Alabama or Arkansas. I forget which one. It's one of those little tiny redneck states that's not Texas or Louisiana, but it's in that general area in like the 80s or the 90s. And she was the only person that would go into the rooms of these men who were hospitalized in the final stages of AIDS-related illness, because that was the era where they like taped plastic to your door to quarantine your room, and so none of the other nurses would go in there because everybody didn't, thought you could get AIDS by sitting on a toilet seat or looking at a Playboy or whatever. So nobody had any idea how it was really transmitted. And she's like, these are people that are dying, and we're not being any kind of human being to them, let alone a caregiver. And she went in there. So that's how she got the name. Was going in and taking care of all these men who are dying of AIDS in like their 20s and 30s, that their parents wouldn't even come visit them. So she would go in and serve as a proxy to them. And every time I read that story, I get like super choked up, and I'm like, I'm going to make everybody cry on June 1st. We're going to talk about this right off the bat, because her story is so great. Ruth.
Well, and remember, Princess Diana like touched those children.
Burns. Yeah.
Oh, I'm interested to know her name, but do you remember that was a big deal too? Is that Princess Diana went into an AIDS ward with children who had HIV and AIDS, and she touched them without having gloves on, without having like PPE on, and like humanized these kids. Now the royals are just fucking kids, but back then the royals were actually just helping children.
Yeah.
That's a Prince Andrew.
I remember they had that was a picture that like scandalized everybody, is they had a picture of Princess Diana with these children, and this. I remember what fucking terrible human beings we were in my lifetime about people who had AIDS, or even just people who were gay, and there were people who were getting AIDS who weren't even gay. They, like the girl who was like 20 something, like in her early 20s, maybe late teens, I don't remember, but she went to the dentist, and the dental tool had contaminated blood on it, and it hadn't been cleaned, and she caught it. And
yeah,
it's
crazy.
Coker Burks.
The most. Who's that?
Ruth Coker Burks.
Is that the dental?
No, that's the Ruth you were talking about.
It's the lady, the nice lady who, nurse who
from the swamp or whatever. Ruth. What did you say? Ruth Coker
Burks.
Okay,
I'll put it in the chat.
That sounds familiar. Is she like a blonde lady or what?
I don't know. I didn't see a picture. I just Googled it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately we have not unfortunately for AIDS, like I'm grateful that HIV is a treatable disease now, and that people are able to be on medication. But unfortunately for us, syphilis is also treatable. So Donald Trump is not going to die of syphilitic damage to his brain in the way that I would hope. He does kind of come across that way. Very Al Capone, right? You mentioned Al Capone earlier. Very Al Capone-esque, how Trump is suffering from dementia. I do fully believe that Donald Trump is suffering from dementia.
Yeah, I want to know, because I'm a fucking sick pervert like that. Like, I want to know if he's got neurosyphilis, and like,
maybe that was their solution, is they didn't want to get venereal disease, so they decided to just fuck kids. It's a joke.
Think there would be
dark
like
humor. It's dark humor.
Patient Zero paper trail there.
Maybe.
I just looked up Ruth Coker Burks, and I think that's the person that I was talking about. Yeah. Good call. Good job on that one. I can't even find my socks that I wore.
I'm offended that you doubted me enough to second check me.
Well, no, I looked it up because I was like, hey, does she, there's like, I'm presuming there was a picture if you Google it. So I wanted to, because I just remember a picture of her from her nursing years. And I was like, all right.
So I have to tell you, Chelsea, that my sister is like the biggest fan ever. Like, I think I even told you on the ground in Minneapolis, like I'm oblivious. Like that's how I live my life. Oblivious. I just wing everything. And I'd overheard you say that you wrote that song, and I was like, you wrote that song? And I was like, my sister's going to be so jealous. But in any case, at Whipple.
Oh yeah, we took a photo. Did we take a photo together when you said that?
No, we didn't. We should have. I think I mentioned it. I said we should just send her a selfie, but we didn't. But in any case, she was like a week or so before that, she was out at Whipple and she was just chanting your song the entire time. Like, I'm pretty she might have been the person that started that all up out there. Like,
that's great.
Like she absolutely.
She was definitely in it. Will DeWoke Farmer is also a huge proponent of Kristi Noem as a bird-legged hoe.
Yeah. And he was out there that day. He was out there that day, but she just kept bringing it up and bringing it up. And she's out there dancing. Finally, she like got people to play it. And then I couldn't keep track of her if I wanted to. She had her sign and she was just dancing. But she actually dropped off like a mutual aid, some donations to somebody that she hadn't met before. And they used your song as kind of a, what do they call it? Like a passphrase. I know what it's called. And now I can't think of it because I'm trying to say it. Challenge. A challenge. I want to say sign. Okay. Anyways, in any case, my sister pulls into this parking lot and she, doesn't know the person that she's meeting. And so she just sings out the window.
It's a code word. It's a code word.
It's like they call it
challenge
something else.
Password.
That's not it. I'm going to Google it. Anyways. So she sings out the window because she, like, of the people that are in the parking lot, she doesn't know which one she's supposed to be meeting. And they know her well enough now to know that she's obsessed with this song. So she, and they had by then, like, gone some different directions with it and added Greg Bavino and stuff like that. And so she sings Kristi Noem is a bird-legged hoe out of her car window. And the person that she's meeting screams back at her, and Greg Bavino is a cunt. And then they knew they found each other. They knew. And that's how they got the mutual aid hookup.
I love that. I think the power of that song really hit me when I went to Minneapolis. So I knew that it was a huge internet meme because everyone, when it blew up in January, was like sending me, oh my gosh, look at this video, look at this video, look at this video. I knew it was a big internet meme. But then when I got on the ground in Minneapolis, Will Kelly, the woke farmer, and I were going to a protest. We didn't even know what protest we were going to. And then we randomly came upon a different one and we decided to go to that. And as I walked up, this is that magic that we were talking about earlier, Sarge, because I really do live a magic life. And as we walk up to this protest, which wasn't even the one that we were planning on going to, it turns out it's a march to the Alex Preddy Memorial. And within 1 minute of me being there, the woman starts leading the crowd and she goes, everyone say it with me. Kristi Noem is a bird-legged hoe. Kristi Noem is a bird-legged hoe. Kristi Noem is a bird-legged hoe. That hoe has got to go. And there's thousands of people in Minneapolis chanting this chant right as I walk up. Like within a minute of me walking up, they don't know I'm there. They don't know I'm the person who created this meme. Will is like pushing me to go up. He's like, this is her. Let her do it. They didn't let me do it. They didn't let me do it. But it didn't matter because it's not about me, right? It was about creating something that created community. It was about creating something that created power. It was about creating something that gave us a battle cry on the ground. And to see my work be used at ground zero in the United States of America at the resistance, in the ground zero of the resistance, was like one of the most powerful, important moments of my entire life. And I'm never going to forget how that felt, like walking up to people chanting my song. And it was crazy. It was crazy. It was like at that moment that I knew I really had done something, that I really had helped make change in this world, and that I was doing something that was good for America and humanity, and that I, had maybe done something that might go down in history. And that was crazy. And it was because of Minneapolis. It was because of people like your sister chanting my stuff all the time, and people like Will chanting it all the time too, who really made it a huge internet meme. And those internet memes have power. I do fully believe that Donald Trump is an internet meme president.
Absolutely. Like, I think I was hand chosen by God to make fun of Donald Trump on the internet with memes. Because
Yes, absolutely.
Mega does better with pictures. So I agree.
MAGA does better with pictures because they can't
They
read
do.
good.
They do.
I do think that the memeing on the internet matters. We've been kind of late to the game on the left as far as like being meme makers on the internet, but we're making up for it. We're making strides. We're coming back in spades. We're spending
we do
our
it
time
so much
making
better.
them feel bad. That's the one. That's the one. We do it infinitely better.
I had something that I was going to say, and then I got sidetracked thinking about that poor bastard Brian Noem sitting in a courtroom behind his wife, and she's like, "This is preposterous. I can't believe you're asking me this question." And meanwhile, he's back to like, "Just answer the fucking question."
Oh, isn't that so funny? I loved watching him get cucked by Kristi Noem right in front of America. There's nothing I loved more than Kristi Noem not denying her affair with Corey Lewandowski while her cuck husband is sitting behind her. I loved it.
That poor guy. I don't know if Will Kelly has a YouTube channel anymore. I know he's had Instagram, he's had Facebook, he's had YouTube, and he keeps getting kicked off. Like they keep deleting his channel, and he keeps remaking it. I watched that guy in action in person in Rocky Mount, and he is a force of nature. There's no other way to describe it except maybe somebody put a quarter in the jukebox and then threw water on it so it just kept playing music, because that's literally him. Is like a jukebox on cocaine, only no drugs. He just literally he turns on the megaphone and that's it. He does not stop. And I'm like, how do you just keep, and just the amount of stuff that comes out of his mouth naturally. I am envious. Like I will sit and think about a thing for like 5 minutes. Like I had some guy in my YouTube comments today who was like, 22 minutes, I'm not watching this video. And I'm like, there's a joke here about 22 minutes, and I just got to figure out what it is. And finally I typed it, and then Will Kelly would have been like, it just instantly, by the time I figured out some shit to type, he'd have had like a whole fucking 30-minute video.
He'd have told them all about themselves.
Yeah. So Will and I are in the same boat, which is that we keep getting banned. I got banned at 120,000 followers on January 1st. For no reason. I didn't have any violations. I didn't have any warnings. They just took my account. And right now, Instagram is not allowing people to follow me, or they're unfollowing people. They're not allowing me to have more than, I think it's 46.2 thousand followers. Like I'm stuck at that. And I have to tell you guys, it started when I went to Washington, D.C. So Will and I are both suppressed by the social media companies because of the way that we speak and because it's powerful, right? When you challenge the status quo, don't be surprised when they challenge you back. But it's so funny because when I went to Washington, D.C. last week, I had been getting at least 1,000 followers every single day for the past 30 days. Some days it was up to 4,000, but every day it was at least 1,000 followers for the past 30 days. I went to Washington, D.C., -6, -7, -8, -5. It went from 1,234 followers, really 1, 2, 3, 4, the day before I went to Washington, D.C., to the next day having my followers stopped. Yep, 46.2. I wish I could show you guys this chart because I'm actually pretty proud of it. I think Will and I are in similar boats, but this is the chart. So can you tell what day I went to Washington, D.C.? Can you see where it flatlines?
Yeah.
So
we got shadow banned on Facebook, so
yeah. It's stupid that this is the kind of thing that happens to us. What did he talk about? What did you do? I know what I did. What did you do?
No, it's not even impressive. Like I looked at what he said, and I think one of the things was like Trump is in the Epstein files. And I'm like, come on.
I
Like,
posted that as the caption to a picture, and the picture
okay,
was
never mind.
Donald Trump wearing his hat.
They won't show me that.
And the hat, the hat says "I fuck kids," and so they're like, "Oh, your post goes against our community standards on child pornography or whatever." And I'm like,
yeah,
there's no. Well, obviously he's a fucking toddler, but I mean, that's a figure of speech, and they didn't like that answer. So
no,
watching us plummet like in just like 5 days, it was like 1 million, and then now it's like down to, I think now we're at 125,000. I got like a ticker on my phone, like a widget, and just watching it drop. I'm like, you fucking. Where were you guys when I said Mark Zuckerberg is in the Epstein files?
Right. It's funny. It's funny the things that we're experiencing on the left, because on the right, they can say the most disgusting, egregious, most racist, awful things, and nothing happens to them. I've had people threaten my life and tell me that they were going to rape and kill me. And then I report it as being like, a reportable offense. And I get the thing back that's like, we found no community guidelines violations. Also, I'm banned from YouTube. I'm banned from Instagram. I have an Instagram now, but my main Instagram account got banned. I'm suppressed on Instagram. They're not allowing people to follow me, and they remove my followers. And I'm also banned on YouTube. I know that there is a campaign against me. I know that might sound psychotic, but I wrote Kristi Noem as a bird-legged hoe. The administration knows who I am. They know who I am. There's no way the people up top don't know who I am. For a while, Steve Bannon's daughter was in my stories every day. Her name's Maureen Bannon. She's on Instagram.
Is she like MAGA?
Yes. She actually, she
Even
looks
better.
like she looks like a wannabe Sarah Huckabee Sanders. You're gonna have to go look her up, because imagine, this is Steve Bannon's daughter.
Maybe we should try to befriend her and convert her.
Yeah, that's the one. She didn't like when I tagged her in my stories and said, "Hey, remember when Elon Musk tweeted that your dad's in the files?"
Oh, what an unfortunate looking. All right, I'm gonna date myself yet again. Does anybody remember the Judy Blume book, Blubber?
No, I never read it, but I did read Judy Blume books.
Oh man, that's just. Hang on, I gotta share my screen here, and hopefully it doesn't have like.
Put the porn away first this time.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't have my porn bookmarks.
As long as you're not kink shaming people online, then I think any of us are going to care about what your bookmarks say.
We don't kink shame here, except I can't.
I embrace my kinks. I wear a Dungeon Daddy t-shirt, and people are like, "That's misogynistic," and I'm like, "Wait till you see my brisket and titty shirt."
Like, wait until you find out.
Until you find my FetLife account. Anyway, so
man, they're saying they like my hat. Thank you for saying you like my shirt and my hat. That my hat is from my cult. If you're interested in joining the Cult of Gods, you can head on over to chelseagods.com, where you can get your very own cult hat. It's the hottest growing cult in the United States of America. We have white angel hats versus their red devil hats.
If you order right now, the cost is only.
It's still the same. Yeah.
I know.
For only $22.98. You can join the hottest, fastest growing cult in the United States of America. Head on over to chelseagods.com today.
I feel like you're onto something there. I think that'd be fun.
Authentic.
I am onto something, though. I know that I'm onto something with the cult, because every time I post a video about the cult and I talk about all the best cults have matching hats, those videos get like 500,000 views. I know that I'm onto something. I'm good at memes, right? Like, I made the Kristi Noem as a bird-legged hoe meme. I know when I hit something. I know when I'm like, oh, this is gold. This is the one that's going to hit. I know the Deport Melania meme is going to be everywhere. I know it's going to bother the Trump administration, and I love it. I love it. Your sister's going to be singing Deport Melania now. Deport Melania, deport Melania, deport Melania.
She probably already
Get that
is.
bitch out of here. In the U.S., you're only illegal when you're poor, but not if you are Jeffrey Epstein's whore.
I don't know why, but for whatever reason, this is what came up when I Googled Marine
That
banning.
is what
'cause
she looks
I was
like.
like, I gotta
Yes,
see
that's her.
what this
That's her.
lady looks like.
This is her. She
And
found
for
me
whatever
when
reason, I thought of the girl from Blubber. Just Judy Blume's description of this poor, unfortunate bullying victim, and I'm like, it is stuck with me forever. And this picture right here, I was like, oh my God, that's Blubber.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
going to help this.
Someone just sent me something crazy that actually is involving my friend. My friend was recently chased by ICE into a high school, and there's like a whole thing about it. Like ICE is going after my friend.
In
Crazy.
San Diego?
Yeah, in San Diego. I love it. Steve Bannon's daughter indeed looks like a pre-Ozempic Sarah Huckabee Sanders. You nailed it, Chelsea. Exactly. Exactly. I'm really good at saying the celebrity doppelgangers of people. That's a particular skill set of mine. Like, oh, who's your celebrity doppelganger? Let's figure it out.
Who's Big Sargis?
I don't have one yet. When I come up with it, I'll come up with it.
All right.
He knows.
So,
okay, you know.
Yeah. So when I go out in the little tiny redneck town that I live in, on super rare occasions, there are apparently probably 30 or 40 people that live in this area who know me from Sons of Liberty. So I'll be out in town, and I was at like a band competition once, and like two separate people walked up to me and were like, hey, are you big stars from Sons of Liberty? But the thing that happens to me the most is there's a professional wrestler, and people come up to me and will be like, hey, are you that professional wrestler? His name is like Kevin something. Like, I don't know what it's like. Kevin, I don't know. Owens, I don't know. And actually, his last name might be Kevin, so I don't know. That's not even a last name.
Okay, I'm
I don't
looking up
fucking
Kevin
know. Anyway,
Owens. Okay. But here's the deal. They're
I
not
gotta see it
wrong.
now.
They're not wrong.
So people will come up and be like, hey, are you that wrestler Kevin Owens? And I'm like, no, but he looks like me.
Okay.
And they're like, no, you look like him. And I'm like, no, he looks like me.
Okay, I do see it. I do see it. I actually do think that that's kind of an accurate. Like
if you dyed your hair dark.
Yeah, I feel like if I put anything in my beard that's not like beard oil or beard balm, that the whole thing's just gonna fall out. So I'm very superstitious about
the
it.
Spray. Just the spray.
Yeah, they're saying, everyone in the chat is saying yes, which now you know, especially if people are saying that to you. Isn't it kind of fun to be recognized in public for the work that you do online though? Like it's very recent for me that people recognize me. I'm always like, oh, you know my work?
It's if I'm at like a protest or whatever, then that's one thing. But like in my it's a small town. I mean, like there's like one traffic light in the town square. That's it.
Wow.
That's how tiny it is. So when people are coming up to me, I'm like, I don't fucking, and I am not in a blue state. I'm not in a blue county, a blue city, nothing.
So you're worried.
I am behind Occupy. Yeah. So like I'm a pro second person, and I have been most of my adult life. And so I automatically like, and if I'm out in town with like, my wife, the kids, whatever, I'm like, fucking back up off me, motherfucker. Until they're like, hey, I'm mad about it. And I'm like, okay, all right, we're cool. I do get like that little twinge because this is the kind of place where people drive. They have like gun racks in the back of their trucks still to this day, and I'm just like, I don't fucking know any of these people. I'm not even from here. I moved here to support my wife because she wanted to be in the county EMS here. We were living in Georgia, so I was like, damn, this place. There are MAGA hats. Like we were at a high school football game, and somebody launched a drone or a quadcopter or whatever, and it had like a big ass Trump flag on it. And it was like Trump 2024, and the whole ass stadium was cheering. And I'm literally the only person. I'm sitting there like this. I'm like, fuck that guy.
I couldn't even survive that. I actually had to escape my red state. I'm a refugee in California. I did in fact seek refugee status from a red state here in California. I couldn't do it. I thought if I stayed in a red state, I was going to end up arrested. I think I was probably right. Like I thought, I'm going to spend the rest of my life in prison if I stay here. If I stay in Utah, I'm probably going to end up in jail for a long time. So that's why I had to get out of there.
I couldn't do it. I have way too big of a mouth.
Well, you're in Minnesota,
Probably
right?
not as big as yours. Yeah.
Yeah, Minnesota's great. Minneapolis broke my heart because it's such a cool place and it didn't deserve any of the nonsense that happened there. Minneapolis has it's such a vibe. What a vibe Minneapolis is. And to have that vibe destroyed by authoritarian violence and nonsense it just broke my heart inside every part of me, because Minneapolis is it's so cool. It's so cool, even though it's too cold.
Yeah, it was pretty cold then. It was pretty cold. Now it's today, I think it was 40 or something. Which,
so nice.
I mean, it probably doesn't sound nice to you guys, but for me, it's like bikini weather. But, and Kim was supposed to come to Minneapolis.
I love the cold weather. I'm different. I can't deal when it's hot. Because when it's cold, I can always put more clothes on. When it's hot, I can only take so much off before people start asking where my OnlyFans is. And then I'm like, man, well,
Well, then you just send them to your OnlyFans and then you bring in the dough.
So I started the OnlyFans as a joke a number of years ago, and I was like, okay, so I'm going to do Confederate Heritage Month videos, and I'm going to put them on OnlyFans as a joke, and I'm going to be like, hey, you can only watch this video on OnlyFans. That plan backfired, but anyway, so that's why I had it. And then periodically, I'll get an email that's like, hey, your OnlyFans has a message or whatever. So I'm like, who the f is messaging me? And there are a ton of gay men who follow me on OnlyFans. It's bizarre. I've
is
never
your OnlyFans
posted,
free?
Yeah, but there's videos of me wearing a Union General's uniform, shouting about Confederate traitors, and I'm going to talk about this Southerner who was loyal to the United States through the whole war or whatever. And then randomly, I posted a picture of me in a cowboy hat or something one time, and it got fucking 400 likes in the span of 5 minutes. It's bizarre. I never use it, and I barely ever respond to, because I get a lot of messages on there where people are like, hey, Big Sarge, great video today, and I'm like, this is not the place to reach out. This message is 8 months old, and I'm like, this is not people send me tips there too. It's wild. I'm like, there's $1,000 in tips that are just sitting there because I'm like, I don't know how to collect this shit, and it's fucking.
You just have to put your bank account in, and then you got to take it, and then you got to shake your money maker. Then you got to shake your money maker. That's how you got to do it.
There's I think there are 3 fellow OnlyFans content creators that are female who have seen me on YouTube and follow me there. The rest are all guys, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's
no.
I'm not doing porn on this fucking website. No, you got to go to Pornhub for that.
No, I always get accused. Oh, yeah. No, you first.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just going to throw in that the best part of the OnlyFans is that the link tree, when you send anybody the link tree, it populates the OnlyFans. So I'm trying to be serious and invite candidates to the motherfucking live stream. And it's the OnlyFans logo that shows up, and you can't, he can't change it. And I'm like, I'm just going to send people the YouTube channel. Depending on who it is.
You're making her job hard.
I could
Just like you're making all those men hard.
mystery,
I
and
love
that
it.
would resolve the issue. But I think it's hilarious because people are like, why is there an OnlyFans? And I'm like, I mean, because nobody else has one. We're like the only political content creation, whatever farm that has an OnlyFans. So, you know,
I love it. I love it. I'm
it
all about
started
that.
as a
I actually
joke,
have
and
I actually have a pretend OnlyFans. It has one video on it.
oh, okay.
There's a rumor going
Yeah, that's
around
what
about
ours
me
is,
that
pretend.
there's a rumor going around about me that I'm a failed porn star. First off, I had 50 million views online last month. If I wanted to be successful at being a porn star, I'd be very successful at it. Second, I just thought it would be funny to make an OnlyFans that when people went there, it was just me telling Republicans how much I hate them. Somebody paid
I was just gonna
$8.99.
say, like, I feel like now you have to make an OnlyFans.
But I have
And-
one. I have one. I have
Well,
an OnlyFans.
I mean,
I have a Chelsea God's
It is a
Like,
OnlyFans.
you
valid
have to
kink,
play
though.
into the failed porn star thing. Like, there's some parodies that I think
No,
We'll get to
this
All right.
this is the
Okay,
political
all right, you-
version of a pay pig.
Okay, yeah, it's what
I
I'm looking
guarantee there are
for.
guys that'll be like, tell me what a dirty old man I am, and you're like, you're a fucking Trump supporter. I'm gonna shame you just for that, and they will be like, oh my god, yes,
pay pigs.
I'll Venmo you 100. Yeah, exactly, pay pigs, but because they're MAGA, they will. I've seen this shit. Like, it is a valid thing. There are women out there who like. There's a woman on Facebook.
Oh, Twig.
It's called
Twig
like Let's
does it.
Not Date or something. No. I know her, but this is completely like she has like a fake profile of like some random
Oh, that one
don't
that I
know,
sent.
Instagram model, and it's like Let's Not Date or something. And I don't know what her private profile is, but she gets messages from conservative men, and she responds with like just off the wall shit like Bible verses and whatnot. And it's at a point where like you read these chats that she's posting screenshots from, and it's like, how are these guys not getting the picture? Like, because she is on point with clapbacks and just these non sequiturs that make no sense. And I'm like, if I were talking to this person on, you know, Messenger or whatever, there would be a point where I'd be like, okay, I'm getting trolled, and I would just deuce out. But they stay in there, and they love that humiliation. It's bizarre. I don't know what it is. And then Twig, yeah, I'm like,
I have had one guy
This is
pay me
insane.
$60. One guy paid me $60, and he told me he'd pay me $100 if I called him. That actually wasn't worth it for me. I will not call a guy for $100. No, thank you.
Even to talk
You did
down
give
to
me
him?
60.
I do that for free all the time.
Yeah, see, this guy was MAGA, like super MAGA. And of course,
Even more.
these MAGA men think that I'm not aware that they're attracted to me. Like they tell me I'm ugly, but then they're also like, but do I have a chance? And I'm like, not at all. I'd rather die.
They think they're smarter
Yeah.
than us. And it's just
that's I don't get the obsession that these guys have. Like they'll be like, AOC's a bartender. I'm like, how do you know that? And why is that a big deal? Like, who cares if she was a bartender? I don't give a fuck. Mark Wayne Mullen is a welder.
Oh my God,
With an
Mark Wayne
associate's
Mullen's the
degree. Who
worst.
cares?
I
And
watched
they're
this
like,
thing of him today
still fuck
where
her,
he
though.
said, and we was what was we was at. It was like he couldn't even speak English. I'm just like, I can't. A senator.
Yeah, so that guy is also somehow he is the whitest bread looking. He is the guy that looks like, you know, a fucking whatever the amateur league is for NASCAR. Like he's one of those alcohol funny car guys, whatever. That's what he looks like. And somehow this man is a registered member of the Cherokee Nation tribe. So somewhere he is not white and talks so much shit about people who are not white. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Like
He needs a mirror. He needs a mirror.
What? So the story broke 2-3 days ago about yet another Republican student teacher chat or whatever that they had from a college. It's like Turning Point USA had a couple of their like Florida Man chapters or some shit like that. I don't know. And I'm looking at this. They posted pictures of the people that they were able to identify, and they're all Hispanic, and their names are all their names are like, you know, like Alejandro Cardenas and shit like that. And it's like, okay, so not white, and no, they're not white. And these dudes are like, yeah, we should totally not let anybody breed unless they're white or some shit like that. I'm like, you're not even.
I have a hard time with this. I have a hard time with people of color who align themselves with white supremacy, and that they're not aware of the fact that those white supremacists do not like them, that they're not aware of the fact that behind their back, these people are saying terrible things about them based solely on their ethnicity and skin color. I don't understand it at all. It's particularly egregious in the Hispanic community, especially among Hispanic males. They seem to think that they get to be a member of this club that they're really not a member of. I had a guy this week whose name was like Angel. His name was Angel. Like, your name's Angel, dude. No white supremacist is letting you in their club. They're not. Like, they don't like you. And then when I tell them, like, what about those 17-year-old boys who got picked up working at Target who are U.S. citizens, and one of them got his arm broken by ICE? Like, don't you understand that that's what's going to happen to you? And they're like, that didn't happen. It did happen. It happened in Minneapolis. We saw it on camera.
Videos of that
on camera. Yeah, it did happen. It happens all over the country. And there was a U.S. citizen who a year ago apparently got killed by an ICE agent. I just saw the video was released like this week, and the story was released this week. And again, why was he killed? Because he was a Hispanic male. And you know what's worse? This guy's mom is still a MAGA. 23-year-old boy.
Slugs for salt. Slugs for salt.
They're in a cult.
I don't know.
They're in a cult. They're the dumbest people you've ever met in your entire life. They're brainwashed all to fucking hell, and there's no convincing them otherwise. And even
and I think like they have to know. I think they're just too invested, and to turn back now. I mean, and you, I'm sure you understand this. It would, shred the fabric of their entire community and life and everything. I mean.
Doug said something about this one time. Actually, it was a couple of times. It's something. Oh, how did he put it? Their closeness, their proximity to whiteness, is what they're hoping will save them. And look, I get it.
For a little while.
If you want to be conservative, be conservative. I don't have any issues with that. I don't have any issues with people who, go to church and are religious or whatever. But at this point, if you're still like deeply embedded in this is I hate to say this, but it's a satanic cult is what it is. There's no other explanation. This dude is definitely end times mark of the beast fucking weirdo, but he's not even that good at it either. It's like a fucking entertainment machine. He says shit and people are like, yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, he's not even likable.
A comedian, but it's him. So yeah, he's not even a likable person. Like everybody, literally everybody, like New
they're
Yorkers
just too invested.
Just lived near him, hate him, and people in his. Like if you read through the shit that Jeffrey Epstein says via email to other people who know this guy, they're all in on it. They're all like, yeah, he's such a fucking disgusting idiot. Like he's an idiot. He's moron. He's stupid. It's like.
It's like the kid that everybody hates, but your parents make you play with them.
I don't know. Yeah. What's the joke? What was that joke
That's
back
a
in the
hilarious
80s?
comparison.
They used to tie a pork chop around his neck just so that the dog would play with him or something. I don't know.
Right. Absolutely.
Failing upward.
Again, the theme of the evening.
He really failed upward, man.
He really did. Did.
How do you bankrupt a casino? The house always wins. How do you bankrupt 6 of them or whatever happened? But I mean, the house always wins.
Times.
I don't know.
Who gets to declare bankruptcy 6 times? Not me.
He's a good businessman.
I guess so. If you can declare bankruptcy 6 times and convince people to give you more money, I don't know.
I'd argue that he's a con man.
They stopped giving him money. That's actually where the real rub comes in. And this is where Jeffrey Epstein and all of this stuff actually comes into play. This is this is so much deeper than you think it is, because it's Russia. It was always Russia. And what ended up happening is he lost credit with US banks. Nobody would give him money anymore in the 90s. And there was a plot in Russia. We now know it as like Agent Krasnov, right? There was a plot to infiltrate American businessmen and then use that as a way of infiltrating the United States of America, which PS was extremely successful. That's why Donald Trump is our president right now.
He's an incredibly useful idiot.
He's a useful idiot. So Russia, through Deutsche Bank, gave money to Donald Trump. And you'll even know that Donald Trump had this house that he sold for way more money than it was worth to one of these Russian oligarchs. In fact, these ties with Russia real estate and everything still run deep in the Trump administration. It was revealed last week that we purchased an ICE warehouse, which, by the way, is just an empty box. There's no plumbing. There's nothing in it. It's just an empty box. And we bought it for $100 million more than it's worth. From who? Russia.
I read about that story. Yeah, isn't that the one that's in Social Circle, Georgia?
Yeah.
It's right down the road from where I used to live. Why is there a fucking ice warehouse? That is a tiny little dinky town with like, I think it has like one historical fact to it on Wikipedia. Is something, I don't know.
Terrible. But that's the reality, is that we have what we have right now because Russia saved him financially and then has owned him ever since. And I know that people are going to mention the Mossad and all that stuff. I'm not going to, because I don't want to get your channel banned. But as far as Russia goes, they're heavily involved.
Oh, let me unmute myself because I was over here coughing. Yeah, I use the word Mossad probably once every 2 to 3 weeks on this show, talking about the Epstein files. So the YouTube is not yet banned. The Facebook is shadow banned. I can't even stream on Facebook now. That's why you only see the icons.
Do you pay for the verification on Facebook?
No, God, no. I'm not paying fucking Mark Zuckerberg any kind of monies for.
I'm just telling you a secret.
There's a point here.
I'm telling you the secret. Now you know the secret. This is how you get around it. You do it. You pay for the $15 a month, and you pay so you can have access to the support. And then you get to talk to support, and support fixes it. I got demonetized by Facebook for 2.5 weeks. I reached out to support, and then guess what? They gave me a way to be monetized again. I'm telling you how to fix your channel for you because I want you to be successful, because I want those of us who are on the right side of history to be successful. I know you're paying an oligarch $15, but what you're really doing is spreading freedom in the United States of America.
You're paying for customer service.
I do love
is what you're doing.
Spreading freedom.
But yeah, I'm giving you good advice. So pay the $15 to become meta verified, and then reach out to support and then say, hey, I need to be able to fix my account, and they're going to fix your account. That's how the system works.
I've done it before too. And so since I've already had my account verified, I could actually, I'm actually a really effective Karen.
Good.
So yeah. I can just do it. It's fine.
So you have the monetized account as the admin, so you could technically go in and
I could unfuck us. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to suggest you do that. I do suggest doing that just because I think that the message that we're spreading is very important, and I think the suppression that we're experiencing, all we can do is try and fight against it. And we just have to use whatever tool we can to fight against it, right? Like, that's just the reality.
And I did think about doing this sooner, except there's like 3 strikes in there. And like, there was that one that we mentioned earlier, which I didn't know about the picture. And I'm like, yeah, maybe that's kind of bad. But then there's another one, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, Tim. And then you're complaining about being shadow banned.
Well,
so I don't know if it'll work.
I'm the one.
I mean, I talk shit on there, but I'm tactful. You're not.
Oh,
I've definitely been trying to tone it down and be like, I even bleep out my curse words on YouTube now. When I do a video, I'm like, let me add the little bleep in there.
I'm going to do that.
You
I'm
can
going to have to
see
restart a
it.
YouTube channel, and I'm going to have to bleep everything I say so that it's like very PG. My whole videos are going to be like beep, beep,
Yeah,
beep,
yeah.
Trump, beep, beep.
I went off on a tear at the end of the video today, and I'm like, I'm so tired of this, that, and it's just like beep, 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 beep. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, it's okay. It's just what it's. We're up against a pretty big campaign against us, right? Like, we're really up against it. They hate us. They don't want our message out there. They're trying to control everything. All we can do is fight back and be smart about it. And we're smarter than them. That's all we have going for us, is that we're wily, That's all we have going for us on this side.
Yeah, and if we're going to stay in the game, we're going to have to do it by their rules to some degree. Enough to be able to play another day.
Right. So for $15, you might be able to just salvage your channel.
Maybe.
The other thing that's nice about that blue check mark is that I was able to get, I think right now I have 147,000 followers on 147,000 followers on Facebook, and 47,000 of those followers are just within the last month since I got the blue check mark. So I do think that there's other reasons why it's worth it.
Yeah, at some point we went viral before the shadow ban last month, and we picked up like 19,000 followers in like a week or two, and then prior to that we picked up like another 10,000. So, and then I made the unfortunate decision to post a Photoshop, like we Photoshopped embroidered text on there that says "I fuck kids," and evidently
you just gotta blur a little.
You could say all kinds of racist shit on there. I know, because I report the racist comments, and Facebook sends me the thing is like, we did not find this to be a violation of community.
We're sorry, we did not remove the post.
You Photoshop a kid of Donald Trump picture. I don't get the standards. If the blue check mark will help me cut through the bullshit and get us back where like now, like it's seriously like we're at like 125,000, and it used to be like 1.2, 1.8 million, sometimes 2 million. On those
followers?
Days, I'm like, I'm going out.
Or you mean like views?
Views. It's just dropped dramatically. So like our page doesn't even work right now. It keeps giving me errors.
Well, what it's doing, it's like not recommending it to anybody. Like if they try to search it, even they can't find it.
Okay, that's why you got to get the blue check mark. I'm glad we had this conversation, because I know it's going to be helpful for you. I know that that's the solution, and I'm glad that we had this conversation. It's a maybe, but it's still like, is $15 worth finding out? I mean, here's for example, Facebook for some reason did not pay me my monetization for January, and they also did not pay me. They also did not send an invoice for February. It's scary. It's not a small amount of money. This is my only job. And I would not have had access to contact their customer support to try and get this fixed for me if I didn't pay that $15 a month. So it's like, it's stupid, but you have to play the game. This is the game that's been given to you. That's all you can do.
Which I'm re-enabling mine right now so I can Karen them.
Jake
Lang, you said you're great at it.
Jake Lang led an anti-Islam neo-Nazi protest in New York City. And apparently, about an hour ago, they detonated homemade explosives outside of the mayor's mansion. Gracie Mansion is the official residence of the New York City mayor, which is Sofran Mamdani. And they haven't arrested him.
He was rolling around in a U-Haul again with a goat in there yelling about goat fuckers or something, and I'm just like, where the hell is fucking PETA when you need him?
I have not had the unfortunate circumstance of meeting that man in public, but when I do, I have a sneaking suspicion that I'll tower over him. I have a sneaking suspicion I'll tower over him.
I challenged him to a fight, and then I told my wife, and my wife, who's apparently watching this stream, was like, "You're too old to be getting in fights. What are you doing?" I'm like, I'm too old. His ass with like one hand tied around my ball bag and still be home in time for dinner. So
Oh, he wants you to,
As long
though.
as he doesn't detonate an explosive device.
He wants you to. He shows up at those things. He wants people to fuck him up. Like, there's no question. You
Yeah,
wouldn't
but it's not because he
go
has a fetish.
do
It's
that.
because he wants the notoriety clicks or whatever.
He wants to be the martyr. Like,
He's such a little twat. He's such a little twat. He's got such a punchable face.
Twatsy.
He wants to be, yeah, he's a little twatsy. He wants to. This is the problem with being deeply closeted America. This is what happens when you hate yourself so much that you then start driving around in a U-Haul with somebody's pet goat. This is what happens when you can't live who you are out in public. You just hate everyone else publicly.
Yep.
Cat tax.
So the reason I was late, my fucking cat, I have this kitten and he's a fucking psychopath. And he fucks with me endlessly and I'm trying to get ready and I have all my shit all over the desk. He like jumped on my desk and like had a hold of all of my cords and fell off of it. He's locked out.
he got locked out. He got the boot.
He had to be. Like, he is such a menace. Oh my God, he's such a menace.
How old is he's a kitten though, so he's little.
He's 5 months old.
Yeah, he's little. He's still in the crazy
He's adorable, but oh, psycho. Nobody told me about the orange ones. I didn't know.
I have an orange cat, but she's not really psycho. But everyone says this about orange cats.
I never heard it until I had one, and I got it from my daughter, and she's like, "Well, I couldn't tell you. I needed you to take him." And I'm like,
she knew. She tricked you.
She did. She did.
But he's adorable, so it makes up for it, right?
Almost. Maybe.
But no, Jake Lang, I just wish he would drop off the face of the planet. I hate this about right-wing freakazoids is that they get paid so much money. They are being supported by the billionaires. They're being supported by these right-wing think tanks. The RNC gives them money, and then they just get to travel around, be these terrible monsters. They're all racist. They're all Nazis. And you know what the worst part is? These are people who men should not be looking up to at all. These men can't even get in within 10 feet of a woman. There is no woman who would ever have sex with these dudes. Every time a woman sees them, they suffer from vaginal dryness like the fucking Sahara. And these are the men that the RNC is putting out there for young men to look up to.
Like Nick Shirley brought his mom to prom.
Nick Shirley says he's a virgin because it doesn't count when you lose your virginity to your mom.
Yeah, there's that. He brings his mom with him, you know, on the job all the time so he can breastfeed.
Yeah, I saw her. I got double teamed by Nick Shirley and Caitlin Bennett in December. And his mom was there. She was dying at my Jesus Says Do
so
Anal
he can
song.
have his lunch breaks.
Very offended. She was so offended at the Jesus Says Do Anal song. These people have no sense of humor. They talk about, let me say this about people on the right. They talk about uteruses. They talk about porn. They talk about trans people all the time. They're always talking about genitalia and sex, and none of it is fun. They take all the fun out of the most fun subjects. Like, these are fun subjects, and they make none of it fun.
They try.
They make none of it fun. It's all the worst. But his mom hated my Jesus Says Do Anal song. She was so offended. And as a person who grew up Mormon, I could totally see that. Good.
I mean, that is the point.
Yeah.
That is the point of the song.
And to be hilarious in their face.
No.
So Nick Shirley and I actually have a history. Nick Shirley and I go back. We're actually both from Utah, and I met Nick Shirley before I was anybody online. He was my arch nemesis in Salt Lake City. Every time we had a protest, Nick Shirley would show up to be an agitator. This is really before his star took off too. He was like popular online with whatever kind of losers watch him, but it was before the Trump administration decided to onboard him and make him like propaganda 101 machine.
Oh, he's a total fed. Total fed.
Oh, absolutely. He's being paid by Stephen Miller. Everything he gets is fed to him by Stephen Miller. Like, he's not a journalist. He just says what Stephen Miller tells him to say, and that's what he does. But it's funny because I do see myself as the anti-Nick Shirley. I am the opposite of him. We come from the same place, but one of us can form a sentence and knows how to say the word benevolent.
I think I did see that where he could.
He's like, what's benevolent? But benevolent? What's benevolent?
That's what happens when you take your mom to prom.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm
him
looking
and
at this monetized thing, and it's like your basic level is like $14.99 per month, and then it's just like $50 a month, $150 a month, $500
no,
a month, and I'm like, what the fuck?
that's not what she's talking about doing. Don't do
Yeah, the
that.
$15 a month one. Yeah, the $15 a month
No,
one. That's the
no,
one.
he's talking about like paying for ads, I think.
No.
No,
He's talking
the
about the $15 a month verified, meta verified. He's right. That's it. It's
Yeah,
15.
Didn't he just say that there was different tiers?
Yeah, there are.
yeah,
You just start with the basic.
yeah.
Right. Oh,
I'm just trying
okay.
to figure out who has $500 a month to spend on a blue check mark for fucking Facebook.
Well, if you make a lot more than that, then maybe.
Yeah, if you're making money, if you're making $20,000 a month on Facebook, then paying $500 is nothing.
That is a
To
lot
protect
of
your
money.
interests, yeah.
Well, I have to, like, before I got demonetized, the most amount of money I made on Facebook a month was $6,000.
It's not bad.
That's like 6 months rent for me. Fuck.
I live in San Diego, so it's like 2 months.
Yeah, so that's like, yeah. My sister just moved out of San Diego. My uncle still lives there, and I'm like, how the fuck are you guys? Her rent was like $2,400 for like a 1-bedroom.
I know.
Like,
I know.
this is insane.
I know. It is insane. Well, anyway, I don't make $6,000 a month on Facebook anymore. I just want to say that. I made that for 1 month. For one glorious month. That's what I got paid. And now
Something went
Facebook
like
hasn't paid me for
mega
3. Yeah. And now Facebook hasn't paid me for 3 months. So great amount of money for being a bitch about bitches. That's hilarious. I liked a person who said that their favorite thing that they saw on a Nick Shirley live stream was that a woman in New York City kept showing her titties on his live stream, so he couldn't show his stream anymore.
I didn't see that.
It was in the chat. So the best Nick
that.
Shirley I saw was some woman in New York City showing her titties on Nick's live stream, and then she did it again and again and again, and he couldn't get away from her. That's a hilarious answer to a Nick Shirley problem.
Yeah, he and so who else? Cam Higbee and Nick Sorter, and then there's Jaden Scott. They were all here in Minnesota. Who else I'm sure there's other right-wing agitators that have been here.
Oh,
There's the incel
I'm sure.
leprechaun guy. What's his name? I
They're
don't
all
remember.
incels, so name it.
I mean,
that does not narrow it down.
we were calling him Lepracel, and it sounds like a herpes medication. Which is
Are we
good.
talking about Greg Bovino?
No.
No. No.
I don't fucking know.
That super red-haired guy that looks just crazy. Actually, the thing about that guy that I noticed, like the initial video or like videos and photos that came out, he looked super insane. Like, but then after that, for instance, in Minneapolis, after Eddie Lang was given the Minnesota money shot, every single photo of this dude just looks like he regrets every single life decision he has ever made. And I love it. I love that for him. He keeps showing up though, which is good because then we get more images like that.
That's hilarious. I like watching their souls drain from them. It's hilarious. Watching them be sad in real time. I love it.
My sister sprayed him with water.
That's so funny.
She was probably singing your song while she did it.
I love that she's like a big fan. I think that's so fun. I'm going to send you. Do you live near your sister?
I live a few hours north of Minneapolis, but
so she's
I go down there a lot. Well, she's down there, so
okay. Well, make sure to message me your address, and then I'll probably send you 2 hats, one for you and one for your sister, just because.
Oh, she'll love that.
yeah, and then she gets one from me. So it'll be nice. I really support
she'll
my
love
fans. Like, I'm not okay. So I sell the hats, but you guys, this is not a money making venture. I actually like this is not like I want to make money. This is like I want to make a meme that's so big that it's like everyone has a white hat, that everyone's doing this, that the MAGA knows how much we hate them, and that we're like making this so huge. I've given away so many of these hats that there's no way I'm making any money on them. But I love it. Like, the joke matters. The joke matters.
Yep. And I mean, it's advertising too. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, guys, I've got to head out. Now, but it's been rad. Can you make sure to send me your address? Like, I'll message you on Instagram unless they take my Instagram down. But I'll message you to get your address. I can send you some hats, one for you and one for your sister the next time you see her. And thank you, seriously, Sarge. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm going to call you Big Sarge. Thanks for. I know,
Someone's on my OnlyFans.
Thank you guys for joining here on the chat today. I've got to go. I have to go do something with my family now. Apparently, you're supposed to do things with your family sometimes.
Yep. I had my teenager walk in here like twice, and I'm just like pointing at the door.
Yeah, that's it, right? Like, my kids are like there, and I'm like, okay, all right, I'll go see you now.
All right. Thank you so much for being on our stream. And
that was so fun. I enjoyed it. Thanks for doing a special stream just for me, because I know that you usually do this on Tuesdays, and I thought it was so fun to kind of hop on here. It was nice to like meet you guys. I'm always down to come back whenever you're like, bring her on. I'll do it.
we need her input on this.
She could be on every Tuesday. She's gonna join our team now.
Yep. All right. Well, I would do it. I'm a professional talker. You can't even stop me.
Nor do we need to.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right. Well,
that was fun.
This has been a super entertaining stream tonight for our Saturday night special. For those of you that missed it, our guest was Chelsea Godds, the composer for Bird-Legged Ho, and I think there are a couple other ones. Joe Rogan's 5'2", Make Presidents
Deport Melania.
Deport Melania, yeah. So I didn't know Joe Rogan was only 5'2". That makes sense. He's, gotten all big swole and shaved his head to look more intimidating because he's 5'2". Okay. All right. I guess I'm gonna go figure out how to make this stupid blue check mark appear.
I thought I was doing it.
I mean, you can.
I don't want to do it if you're doing it too.
You already have the blue check mark, though.
No.
So I don't. They can't like decline it and be like, "Oh, not only are we declining it, but we're also just going to go ahead and delete you now." Like, I don't think that's a thing.
No.
Anyway, my Apple Pay is apparently causing an issue with this thing. It's just declining the charge, and I don't know if it's because I need. It's supposed to go to my bank account, which I definitely know has more than $15 in it. Not a lot more than that, but it's. I don't fucking get it. All of this stupid technology shit pisses me off. I'm ready to become a Luddite, just so I don't have to deal with it anymore.
That won't get you views on OnlyFans.
I mean, I don't. Didn't catch me. I don't know. My camera has apparently got some sort of gimbal on it, and it's tracking me. Like if I do this, the camera is like I'm not touching it. It's just, I don't. So now I have to figure out how to disable that too. See, the problems with modern technology is there's so much crap on here, and I don't know what the fuck. So Apparently, there are signal groups that are calling me. I don't.
Are they calling me? Probably.
It's one of the Sons of Liberty thing. I don't know why. I'm gonna go because I'm over here dying of coughing and I'm not even able to like mute myself anymore because I've forgotten what the command is on the keyboard. So thanks for joining us for your first stream. Great to see you on the stream.
I'm a virgin.
Not anymore.
I said it and I was like, that was a mistake.
Yeah, I feel like where the devil opens a door, I don't know there's some analogy here. I don't know what it is, and I don't care.
Okay.
That's going to be our show for tonight. Thank you, everybody that tuned in. Thank you, Eljo. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Chelsea. And that's going to be it. You want to do the 2 claps in the rig for us?
No, you do it. Because this psycho cat just walked into the room.
What is the cat going to like attack you if you start doing the... All right,
I'm worried he's going to rip all my stuff off of the desk. Will you get out of here? I have to go now. Like, everybody is in this room now.
Woo!